instead. I suppose I could look up Aspad and see where they are at, see if they're still there. Not that it really matters, but. Just take a quick gander. It would help if you spell it correct. Aspad Night Deeps, the bewildering fiend moth of caves, was a forgotten beast. It was the only one of its kind, a great eyeless mite, a round shell, a bloated body. Its pearl exoskeleton is rough and cracked. Beware its fire. It's associated with theft and caverns. So it destroyed Modest Guilt in 130. Has it done anything since? No. So I have to imagine it's still there. 45 notable kills, 2 other kills. Like, it might be interesting to do something with that fort, like, really go in and try to, block off the water so that you can actually reclaim parts of the fort again. But I think, like, I was already noticing frame rate issues even before we started, so like that didn't feel great. So then it's a question of, like, this volcano has no aquifer around it. So, like, we could have no water, which creates a problem for a potential hospital if we don't come up with some solution for it. But sand, silver, lead, like, that's all reasonable. I'd be fine with just sand and clay. It looks like we have both of those for that matter. Didn't you say you were leaving?
No.
Oh.
I said I was going to go check for the mail, but I'd already done it.
Gotcha. Yes, I had already done that. Because I took that one for a little gander.
Yes, that's what I was too.
Okay. Love you too. Choices. Joyous Wilds and Untamed Wilds could be interesting. Hello, Buttons. Buttons need some company, so we're saying hi to Buttons. What about this river? Like, what do we have for river here? That's a stream, that's a stream. Stream. Everything's a stream. Brook all the way down there. And of course it's freezing and cold, so it may not even be a stream for that matter. Of course there's parts over here that's temperate. That's interesting. I want to see this. I'm hoping it's not like just a sheer cliff. So we have sand, silver, lead. Scarce vegetation, scarce trees for most of it. I just want to catch like the very bottom of the map in this Joyous Wilds. But I might need to do like a 5x5 to do that. Then we have potential copper. So silver and lead's going to be galena, and silver copper is going to be tetrahedrite. We'll have sand, we'll have clay. We'll have a volcano. Never done a volcano embark. Let's check it out. I selected a large area. Choose a small area if you experience lag. You have selected a savage area. The wildlife may be very dangerous here. Hi everyone. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. In case you didn't know already, I'm an author and I have several books out. Out of the Dark is my debut novel. It is a portal horror story about two siblings, one who is taken and one who spends their life searching. It deals with themes of depression and sibling loss. I hope you pick it up and enjoy. Anthropods and Breakfast and Other Journeys We Take are my two short story collections. Wraith and Spectre and Escape and Transform are two short story ebooks available now as well. Scan the QR codes, check them out. Also, since we're here, maybe hit that like button and subscribe. It lets me know that you like the video and encourages me to continue on what I'm doing. Thanks so much. Let's get back to the video. Do I want to prepare carefully or do I want to just see the map? I guess we'll prepare carefully. Coming up with the name is always difficult. Or authors. Sure. Can we do or O-R-E? No. How about honored authors? There we go. Ooh, the purple pages. How about, purple pages is perfect. All right. Group symbol. The image of dwarves. Paper? Papyrus? Choirs? Scrolls. Scrolls. The dwarves are admiring the scroll. I think that one's just nice and simple. The respect of pages. There we go. Regular animal selection. I don't think we need any. I could though. I could. All right, you've convinced me. We're having chickens. None of those, none of those, none of those, none of those. None of those, none of those. Bring extra plump helmets. And pigtails. And cave wheat. And sweet pods. Get these rock nuts and dimple cups out of my inventory. We'll bring some silk cloth to cause problems later. We'll bring a third pick. I can't really anticipate being able to leave things outdoors, so I don't want any grazers, which means I cannot have anything that produces yarn at the moment. Unless the plan is get underground as fast as possible, which is not a bad idea in Joyous Wilds. But I think we'll just stay without it for now, and hopefully we'll get something later that we can support. Oh no, I didn't pick any skills. A dwarven outpost, you have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Zugobathel. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the jaguar men get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. HonoredAuthors. Honored authors. Strike the earth. Wow. That snow disappeared a little on the quick side. Alright, top of the volcano is 55. I like it. Not an especially short map. Negative 89, alright. Kind of flat out here. What is this? Got some obsidian in it? And all this down here should be Joyous Wilds. I don't see any indication that it is. Oh, we have feather trees. Feather trees and whip vines and asparagus and red beans. And kaniwa. Strawberry. Bladeweed and rye. Orpiment. Rhyolite. Alright, we brought 3 picks with us. Good luck on the fishing, dude. Nobody does this, but also we have nothing to fish, no body of water to fish in. Dude. Hey, Miss Hilder. Someone has bingo? Miss Hilder. You just come right in and you just get bingo just like that? That feels like it's cheating. I felt like a cheap win. It was a cheap win. I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, it might be fun to have the entrance go around the volcano. And I don't know if I want to start at the top. Like maybe have the entrance go in this way. Like what if I said channel down there. I landed. That never happens. Why is that not hot? That's weird. I'm sure it will be hot later. So something like this, right? And because we're going to be trading, we're going to want a space for the traders. Just start with that. This dense mountain heather sounds delightful as a pen pasture for our animals. Hopefully they won't kill themselves out there. And we'll start there. You want a dwarf? Beard or no beard? Oh, you know what? I was talking about moving my camera. Let's take a moment and reposition. What dwarf would you like? We have Dastot, who is a peasant, female. Zahn, who's a peasant, male. Asen, who's a peasant, female. Unib, who's a peasant, female. Mistem, who's a male expedition leader, Moral, who's a peasant, female, and Kickrost, who's a peasant, male. So beard, so that means Zahn, Mistem, or Kickrost. Do you want to be the expedition leader? Otherwise, you want to be a woodcutter, Kickrost. All right. Miss Hilder. Miss Hilder, you are 30 years old. It was snowing on you. It's annoying. You are musical. You have a high kinesthetic sense. You're hateful. Disdain, fairness, bad with words, poor spatial sense. Don't like take this as a judgment against you, by the way. You're wearing giraffe leather trousers and a pigtail dress. You worship Tethush. You're close friends and kindred spirits with everybody. You're so young again and hateful. You are a member of the Meandering Sect, which is your religious group. You have no kills, obviously. Let's see here. You are often inflamed by hatred and easily develops hatred towards things. That is not a very good quality, by the way. You should work on that. He feels a strong need to reciprocate any favor done for him. He prefers to be alone, has a calm demeanor, often feels discouraged and isn't particularly curious about the world. Tends not to reveal personal information, though he's conflicted by this, as he dislikes this sort of concealment in the abstract. He tries to keep his things orderly, can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments, and is stubborn. He can handle stress. He talks to inanimate objects when there's a lull in the conversation. Me too. Dreams of raising a family one day, sees life as unfair and doesn't mind it that way, values loyalty, sees no value in holding back complaints and concealing emotions, and doesn't really value merrymaking. You like rhyolite, bilin, moss opal, spore tree wood, green glass, coral, the color raspberry pink, battle axes, high boots, crutches, the sound of the lacy smiles, and the sight of the embraced wonders. Excuse me again. When possible, he prefers to consume barley wine and mung beans. He absolutely detests brown recluse spiders. Sounds like a lovely person. Well, you're fine. All right. Where were we? We're digging. Welcome to the fort. Anybody else want a dwarf? Well, I'll give you a dwarf. All right, what do we have here? This is rhyolite. Oh, I didn't mean to take a look at what we have. We have ostriches. We have big chickens, everybody. Do we want to catch a couple of big chickens? I don't not want to catch a couple of big chickens. Let's chop down this tree. That tree. I know that's a cactus, not really a tree, but that's okay. I'm over it. Can you ride them? You cannot ride animals as a dwarf in this fort. In adventure mode, you can. And when invaders come, they do have the ability to ride on animals, but not when you're in the fort proper. All right, I want a mechanic. And I want carpenter. And I'll tell you, I forgot one of the most important things. We have chickens. They are pets, not livestock. And I do have the FPS set down to 50, but I also want to check. What's our population cap set at? At 150. I think I'll leave it there for now. All right, enjoy the lurk. Happy travels. May the words treat you well, Miss Hilder. Hopefully your dwarf survives. All right, make some rock mechanisms. Let's see if we can catch a couple of ostriches. Big chickens are lovely this time of year and every year. Couple of wooden cages. First off, we'll put a couple of cave traps around the entrance here. Let's get a stoneworker going too. And just because we have chickens means we need to have nest boxes. Also, if we potentially get some ostriches, I'm going to want to be able to have nest boxes for them too. Alright, so question, where are said ostriches? They're down there. Alright, it's going to seem a little random, but we're going to throw one there, one there, and one there. If we catch anything, it'll be a small miracle, but that's okay. Alright, get me some rock nest boxes. Make obsidian blocks, I guess? Why not? It appears we'll have an abundance of obsidian after all. The first of many first of many nest boxes have been completed. All right. Now we're not going to just live in the surface here. Mm. Bingledy bong. I'm gonna also want some rhyolite blocks, so we'll do that too. You had to leave the ones right in the middle, didn't you? That's kind of awkward. Like, not that I have any problem with something not being symmetrical, but I wanted it slightly better than that. Imagine I don't have 40 blocks yet. I have 25. I do not. Hey, guess what? I landed. Did you land today? Did you? At the very least, I can get the rest of the obsidian down. Right there. Do, 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 do. Let's get... What? We'll get a few more mechanisms going. Mechanisms are my thing of choice as far as making something. Problem with building this long entryway in is we don't really have a spot for our stuff, and I would like to have a spot for stuff. This is our stuff. Sure, for now, armor, cloth, finished goods, food, furniture, sheet if it comes up, and weapons. Purely temporary, just like all these are temporary. All right, is all of this wide enough is the question, because sometimes I end up making it not wide enough for caravan. It looks like it is though. And of course, this may not be the final resting place for our caravan, our trade depot, but for now it is. Do 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 do. I don't love that, but that's okay. Do, 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 do. Oh, most importantly, did anybody adopt those chickens? There are white stork men on the map. Those ostriches left, though. If you're ever wondering what a white stork man look like, there you go. Now you know. Moods are improving. Life is good. We have a volcano. We're digging a hole. We have a place for our chickens. And we basically have all the needs already met in this fort. Yak and the horse are living their best life up here. You're not starving, right? Wait a minute. Didn't feel anything while in conflict? What were you in conflict with? Was it the ostriches or the white stork men? This is the question. Which one's causing the trouble? Who hurt you? Oh. Oh. So, complication I wasn't really thinking of. Since we're digging in rock, we're not going to have any access to growable land unless I happen to get near enough to this clay. I'll be curious if I can get to this clay without being outside. Or like if this layer is clayish. And yes, I said clayish. What's your problem? I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Taking care of some of the important things like bringing chickens inside. We don't have a lot of trees up here, but we do have access to trees down here. I just don't want to chop them down quite yet. I don't wanna. Do do do. We have a hen already. That's excellent. Since I didn't bring any roosters, we don't have to worry about the chicken population going crazy, which I'm not at all a problem. I don't think is at all a problem, but the quest for a rooster? Yeah, maybe. Fast? I don't think we need to worry about more chickens yet. Like, we're barely surviving. There's white storkmen on the map after all. Can't trust those guys. I know I need more chickens. This is truth. You have spoken a certain truth, Miss Hilder. Chickens can help me survive. If by nothing but providing me endless happiness, chickens will help me survive. They cannot learn to mine, though. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they could? But not really in their skill sets. I wouldn't want them to either. I had a game show up on Steam today that was like, it's a tower defense game that had cluck in the title. I was disappointed by the lack of chickens in it though. Like there were some chickens, but it was mostly just other animals. And that just felt like not that important. There must be a mod that makes the dwarfs chickens? Probably, yeah. Like, chicken people don't exist. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's a way to make dwarves in the chickens. Ooh, we have access to Daysite. And we have clay, yay! That'll actually make digging a lot faster too. Because, you know, I decided to start digging in the rock. And rock digging is slower than dirt digging and clay digging. Chicken Journey was a fun game. You tried the demo? I did not. I should have. Alright, if this layer is still clay, I'm very interested in it. It is not. Universe, I asked for this layer to be clay. Maybe I'll luck out that there'll be some over here, because, like, we're pretty close to the surface. You could be nice to me. Give me clay. Summer. Thanks for tuning in. One last mention about my books, if you don't mind. Out of the Dark is a portal horror. Anthropods is a collection of 19 weird literary fiction. Breakfast and Other Journeys We Take has 9 contemporary realism stories. Escape and Transform is low fantasy. Wraith and Spectre is a spacefaring sci-fi. Scan the QR codes and check them out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be good to yourself, be good to others. I hope to catch you in the next one.